So we've got this last clip that we're going to play, which is from this guy who sent us one in. I feel like from the submissions that we've got, a lot of the time that the pattern has been that the things that give girls the ick have tended to be in weird stuff that guys have done. The ones, generally speaking, that guys send in tend to be things that it sounds like more of an issue that they should be dealing with themselves, really, to be honest.
I hope this is kind of what you're looking for, but I was seeing this one girl who was a bit, a bit, a bit strange.
Already there's a bit of warning signs there, aren't they? In there, because he's like kind of playing up to that thing of like, she was a bit crazy, you know, like that sort of the crazy female trope. He's already playing into that, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm not about that life.
No, but let's see what happened.
One night after the movies, sitting in the car, she wanted to cuddle in night, and I'm saying to her, "So, what do you think of the film? What did your favourite part? Stuff like that." And she's just going, "Shh," but putting her finger like on my lips, and I'm like, "Well, okay." And then they say, "I said, so how was your day?" And then she goes, "Shh," again, and puts her finger on my lips.
Mhm.
And then she's like, "I like the silence." And I'm like, thinking to myself, I like.
Can I say that right? So basically, from the sounds of this, what is really going on here is that so they went to the cinema, he's dropping her off, or they're in the car or whatever. She's wanting to cuddle in, maybe get a wee bit close, and he won't stop talking. He just won't shut the fuck up. And she's just going, mate, if you just stop talking, you know, you'll probably come back to my place here. She's probably trying to do him a favor by like stopping him from
He's not
fucking
reading
up.
the room.
He's about to say something that's going to give her the ick. And
Yeah, she's anticipating it.
She's anticipating going, oh, I've been here before. I don't want to have another guy say some stupid shit to me and I have to just leave it there and no sleep with him. I'm just choking from a hole. And
I hate that phrase. No, but do you know what I would say about that is why are they so they've gone to the cinema and then they're just sitting in a car that's not on. So like have they left the cinema? Are they outside one of their houses? Do you know what I mean? It feels a bit strange.
It's after the cinema. He's not specified where they are.
But do you know what I mean? Like, would you do that?
Yeah, I mean, well, like sometimes you would maybe like.
Would you cuddle in? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it feels strange.
Depends if they maybe like, you know, if you've not got, you know, both of your places you can't really go to or something like that. I don't know. Sometimes it's just normal. Like you maybe sit, you know, people like sit and have a wee smooch in the car after a date or whatever. That's a normal enough thing. I think it's a normal enough scenario. It's just weird that she's just like obviously
she obviously wants to kiss.
She wants to kiss clearly, yeah. Although they're just cuddling and she's saying, so surely if you wanted to kiss you would go shh and then you would kiss them.
Yeah.
But she's just not doing that.
I find the shushing very funny. Like I think like in like a comedy sketch when someone goes shh, I think that's hilarious.
It's just like quite abrupt, isn't it? It's like, I've not got any time for your nonsense here. Yep. So let's hear what happens.
Okay. And then they say, I said, so how was your day? And then she goes, shh, again, and puts her finger on my lips. And then she's like, I like the silence. And I'm like, thinking to myself, I like to keep my head on and not be killed.
What I don't understand, right, is why is he saying, like, why does he think he's going to be killed? Because she's saying she likes silence.
I don't know. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that unusual to say that you like the silence. It's maybe a little bit rude to say that you like the silence, especially if he's like giving it all this chat. But I mean, if you just watched a film, it's in maybe a romantic moment. If you'd be like, how was your day? It's kind of like it's a bit like pally, isn't it?
Clearly she was not into this date, right? Because they've already been to the cinema where they've sat in silence for at least a couple of hours watching the film. Then they've got out of the car. He's like, oh, what did you think of the film? And she's like, shh, I like the silence. It's like, clearly the whole thing is like, let's just get this over with. I cannot be bothered talking to this guy, whatever.
He wants to cuddle though.
wants to cuddle, but then so he's going, oh, she's going to. I want to not get my head ripped off. Like that sort of feels like he's heard like women saying that about dates, and he's decided to go, oh, this is going to be my reaction, because like it just doesn't seem.
It's a bit of a jump, isn't it?
It's a bit of a jump from just somebody saying be quiet.
So I then text one of my pals to get me out of there. So yeah, so she's like shh to me after that, and then she's like I like the silence, and I'm like okay. So I try to get my phone out of my pocket to text one of my pals to get me out of there, and anytime that me and my pal are going out on a date or whatever, we always put chocolate cake dropped and a text ready to be sent, and if we need to be out of there.
Right, sorry, hang on a wee second here, right? So they're in a car, so clearly one of them is driving, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is their pal texting them or phoning them going to get them out of that situation at this point, right? So if you actually think like this guy does for some unknown reason that she's going to cut his head off, like, and he's having to text, like, you know, and that's the thing, like, obviously women do that a lot. It's like they've got the, you know, the emergency text or whatever. Like,
that's like a real safety issue, isn't it?
It's a real safety issue. But like, I don't know any guys that do that. Do you know what I mean? Because we've not fortunately get that fear, and it's a shame obviously that women need to have that, but like,
yeah,
it's like, what fucking guys doing that? And especially not like, I mean, there's a lot crazier things people could be doing than that to, you know, for it to get to that point. But like, I don't know what this guy's all about.
Also, chocolate cake dropped, like, it's quite lengthy to be your emergency word.
How many times is this happening as well? Like, what, like, how many times? And I've never in my life had to text my mate and like as an emergency, just say, "Oh, I need to go home now." And if it's her driving, she'll just drop you off, and it's him driving, just drop her off. Like, I don't understand.
But the friend must be about to swoop in and save the day, right?
Yeah, we'll hear.
I'll just send this. So I sent that, but my ringtone at the time was the Benny Hill theme tune, and that went off at.
You know that modern song, the Benny Hill theme tune? Why would you have that as your ringtone? That would have given me the ick right there, actually.
I would say the Benny Hill theme tune is a huge red flag because it's like really misogynistic, like pure creepy. Is it like 60s?
Aye, well, right enough. Aye, the whole thing about Benny
It's
Hill,
like chasing women about. Like it's this
just
old man chasing little like attractive thin women about.
Chasing women about, exactly. Aye, that's this is absolutely.
I don't know why he's volunteering this.
This guy's given us the ick like 3 times. That's meant about her.
I feel bad.
Full volume. So then she is giving me the look as if I had just delivered her a shit-filled nappy with a dead baby in it.
Right, okay. And we're going to need to stop that there.
Oh my God.
I think you're the problem, mate. When you're saying weird phrases like that out of nowhere off the top of your head, you've got the Benny Hill theme tune, and you think that a woman's going to kill you because she's told you to be quiet. You've got a weird text that you send your mate to get you out of weird situations when you're on dates with women, when you're not, let's be honest, really in much danger. Yeah, like that. I bet you this woman is completely normal and absolutely fine. There's nothing up with this woman. This guy's a problem.
Classic. This is classic. This guy is 100% a frustrated stand-up, isn't he? Like he really wants to be to be the Frankie Boyle of his day.
Yeah, that was like in a 2004 Frankie Boyle line or something. Well, sub Frankie Boyle, like, you know,
yeah,
like obviously Frankie's good, but like
shock factor.
Yeah, pure shock factor thing. But for me, it's just like that is a prime example, that recording of, you know, guys saying, "Oh, she was an absolute psycho," and then as they tell the story, you learn all the reasons why it's actually the guy that is at fault for everything that's happened. And right there, great example. Like, no wonder she was telling him to be quiet if he's hitting it with shit like that. For fuck's sake.